Well, this is a sweet potato or a yam. I'm not really sure which one it is. But when I was a kid, my mom used to put these, she used to stick a toothpick or something in the side and dip them in water. And what would happen is, well, you can see one starting there. The sprouts would come out, and they would grow these vines all over the, over the top of the bookcase and places like that. And boy, it's just beautiful. And they'd grow, I don't know, she'd have it there for maybe 6 months, and finally she'd have to throw it away. So I never knew anything other than that about it. But I've come to recently find out that what happens is if you get these started, see, you can see right there, there's something starting to grow right there. You see that? Right there. That's what they call a sprout or a slip. And what'll happen is if you put this in the water like my mother did, these things will start to grow and the vines will come out of there. Now, I want to show you this. I put this in the water, I don't know, I guess about a week or two ago, and I got this out of the grocery store. And look at that, it's sprouting roots. Now, when it sprouts roots, well, these will be coming out next. And when these grow, to be, I don't know, about that long or a little longer, you can peel them off and you can plant them in the ground if you do it right. And they'll grow sweet potatoes. And we'll show you how to do that here in a little bit, as soon as this grows a little bit better. But that is a sweet potato, and it's just stuck in see how much water's in there? It's about half full of water. And look at that, it's growing. It's got roots sprouting out of it and everything. And after a few days here on our sweet potato, what we have is you can see these little sprouts coming out. Now those are slips. And let me lift this out here. You see the roots down in there, and this is just a glass of water, and so there are roots coming out, and as long as you keep that about half full, these sprouts will continue. And you can see on this side, see there are some more that are starting. I don't know if the camera will focus on that, but sprouts. Anyway, these are slips, and the idea is that when you let these grow a little bit, you can actually plant these slips. You can just peel them off here, and you can plant them, and they will grow sweet potato plants, and you can plant sweet potatoes that way. Anyway, we'll follow this, and I'll show you later on how we pull those slips off. Okay, here we are just a few days later, and as you can see, the sweet potatoes have really, this sweet potato has really taken off. See, look how tall that is. Let me back up a little. See these, and I've got lots of slips. Here's one there, and some one right around there, and again, all this is a little bit of water down in there, so I better put a little more. But every one of these slips, when I let them get more mature, they can be peeled off, and I'm going to root them in the aquaponic environment, and then put them out in the ground when it gets warm enough, so that we can have sweet potatoes. But anyway, there it is. Look at that. That's how you propagate a sweet potato. If you remember a while back, we had this sweet potato, or yam, I'm not sure which. But anyway, we put it in a glass of water. See that? And covered it about up to about halfway. And you see we've grown roots, and we've grown a lot of what they call slips. Now, the way to plant sweet potatoes is you take one of these slips and you can put it in the water and it'll sprout. Let me show you that. We'll just peel one off right here. What we're going to do is put it over here in one of these net cups so that the stem sticks way down in the water. And looks like here's a couple of other tomatoes and things that just didn't like it here. They're not doing well. Maybe it got too hot in here today, I don't know. But anyway, so we're going to take the big ones. There we go, another one. And there's another big one. Get that one in there. We'll leave these to grow a little more. and hopefully they will, and we'll try to start those. Now, we'll let these grow roots and grow a little bit better here, and we'll see how they do in a few days. Now, in the meantime, you got to make sure you keep enough water in this cup. So what I want to do here is I'm going to transfer this actually. Okay, put it in here. Now it's in the water. We'll squeeze it. There we go. Okay, now it's definitely in the water, and it'll probably, those slips will probably grow some more, and these slips will probably grow some roots, and then we'll come back in a few days and see how things are. Okay, so after a few days of sitting here in this water, let's see what we've got here. Now look at that. See how the roots have started to grow in this? And let's put that one back, and you can see some of the other ones. Like here's another one. Let's just pull that whole cup out of there. So look at the roots on that one. Let's put that back in there. And let's look at these here. Now this one, I think I just put that one in. And here's one that's been in there, well, not too much longer. So that doesn't have a lot of roots, but you can see they're starting. And let's see what we've got back there. Some starting. Let's see. These I just put. Yeah, okay. So the ones that have been in here the longest are probably these. And you see the roots on that one. And I did plant some more the other day out of here already. And as you can see, the slips on this are actually growing more and more. And well, let's see. Look at the roots coming out of that sweet potato. I can't pull it out of there anymore because the roots have gotten too thick. Anyway, now I've got some more growing here. Like you see, there's a lot of roots on some of these, and we're going to plant these later. But let's go out right now to the greenhouse, and I'll show you where I've already planted 3 of these that were rooting out pretty well. We just planted these sweet potato slips right here. Watered them in real good, tilled it up first. That, by the way, the tilling, that was excellent ground. And I hope that it's watered well enough. You can see there's some water puddles here. It looks like the sprinklers overshoot that just a little bit. The ground's probably moist enough. So we'll give that a few days and see how it grows. Okay, it's the next day after I planted those sweet potato slips. So let's see how they have done. Let's see. Okay. Oh, look at that. Nice and warm in here. But look at that one. Look at that. Let's get a little closer. See, it's standing up, looking healthy. That one too. That one's the one over here. See, there's one. Standing up, looking healthy. And so is that one. So it looks like they have survived the transplant, and they're looking pretty good. So this is good news. Okay. Let's see how they grow and see if we can get some sweet potatoes this year. It's May 19th today, and it's been several days since we transplanted these sweet potatoes. And if you look at them, they're taking well. They're not drooping over. They're not dying. Now, it's hot in here because this greenhouse doesn't have any forced ventilation. It just has that as the intake, and then it has the open skylight up there. So it's, even though outside it's about 65, 70 degrees, it's almost 100 degrees in here right now. Anyway, I have heard that sweet potatoes like the heat, and so they should like it in here. And we're getting plenty of water with the sprinklers, so let's see how this goes.